Okay, straight into it. Looks like we're rolling here. What's up, guys? It's Matt. Just thought I'd add a little bit of extra spicy commentary over the top of this time-lapse clip here. So it's basically just a lesson on how to enter the Gunnar zone. So I'm going to explain the process a little bit here. Basically just, always wanted to kind of draw and paint a friggin' gnarly Reaper. So I just sketched it out with pencil first, pretty loose. Loose, mate, loose. And then next I'm just going over with quite a thin sort of Posca pen. That's what I usually use. And just sort of mapping it all out. And on this particular piece I was feeling pretty confident, mate, confident. So I ripped straight into detailing the skull. Obviously, sort of mixing up the line weight. I think that's like probably, one of the biggest sort of tips I can give here. Is vary your line weight. Thin and thick lines adds a bit of dimension and also a bit of contrast, especially if it's just a black and white drawing. You need that contrast between light and dark and bold weight and fine lines. And so you can see on this particular piece I have tried doing a bit of cross hatching. It's a little bit harder with these nibs. They don't have like a sharp point on the end, so you can't really get a flick going. But I just thought I'd give it a crack. Usually I'll sort of vary it between a bit of cross hatching and a bit of dot work and stuff like that, but dot work just takes forever, so I guess it kind of depends on how long you want to spend on the piece. So as you can see here, I'm starting to make a bit of progress on this kind of creepy looking hand, and just starting to sort of black out the parts. That's probably one of the things I like to do the most, is get as much black in there as I can first, and then start to work on the detail after that. Okay, so once we've sort of blacked out this part here of the Reaper hood, I'm just starting to cross hatch out the inside of the sleeve. Obviously I don't want that to be solid black, otherwise the whole thing will be kind of lost. And it looks like I'm going back in here with some white just to sort of add another reflection coming off that chain, dotting out the hood, adding details to the chain, and then I'm starting to map out what's happening with the background. So spider webs are always a main option, and dotty kind of looking disintegrating stuff. So there you have it, one gnarly looking Reaper board. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah.